Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Alexander Isak gets Liverpool move and Yoane Wissa hijacked, Newcastle's nightmare window. A first major domestic trophy since 1955, Champions League qualification, and a fan base rejoicing. If the 2024-25 season couldn't have gone any better for Eddie Howe and his Newcastle team, then the summer that followed couldn't have gone much worse. Transfer targets Liam Delap, João Pedro, Hugo Ekitike, James Trafford and Benjamin Sesko have all slipped through the net in favor of joining Premier League rivals. Add to that Alexander Isak's refusal to represent the club as he tries to force a move to Liverpool, and Anthony Gordon's injury, and Howe could be forgiven for wanting to bang his head on a brick wall. The bad news for the manager is that there could be further blows from here. Liverpool's initial bid for Swedish star Isak, worth a potential £120 million, was turned down by Newcastle. The club have insisted they want a massive £150 million for their key man, which would make him the third most expensive footballer in history. Now the North East club are between a rock and a hard place. Isak's behavior has made a potential reintegration into the first-team squad almost inconceivable, and no sale could mean a disgruntled, unavailable star sitting on the books, picking up wages for nothing. Fans fear this scenario, but Newcastle cutting losses and renegotiating a lower fee than wanted with Liverpool could soon be inevitable. The news that Brentford have reached a deal to sign winger Dango Ouattara from Bournemouth has seemingly paved the way for Yoane Wissa to finally leave. Newcastle have already had one bid to sign him rejected this summer, and remain clear favourites for his signature. And yet, as with Ekitike and Sesko, we've heard that script before this summer. It's worth noting that Tottenham not only has Wissa's former manager, Thomas Frank, on board but also considerable funds from the failed Morgan Gibbs-White deal. Spurs making a last-ditch effort to scupper Newcastle wouldn't even be devastating for Newcastle fans anymore. It would just be déjà vu when you've had a wretched summer and remain desperate for signings. You probably don't want to be starting with a trip to Villa Park before facing champions Liverpool. Lose both, and fan discontent over transfers will become anger over results. That would leave Howe's side facing a potentially crunch trip to newly promoted Leeds before the window closes. Getting last-minute deals over the line will be hard enough for club chiefs, and yet, it will be even harder if you're sat in the bottom three. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Newcastle takes step toward resolving Alexander Isak transfer saga as late Liverpool hijack fails. The latest Liverpool transfer news and rumours as we take a look at some of the latest stories in and around Anfield. It's been a busy transfer window so far for Liverpool as they look to defend their Premier League title. The club have now seen 8 new players make the move to Anfield so far this summer, with the transfer spend going over the £300 million mark. Several made their debuts against AFC Bournemouth in the season opener on Friday night. Also in attendance was latest new signing Giovanni Leone, who has completed a move from Italian side Parma. While there has been a lot of activity, it shows no sign of slowing down, with the Reds continuing to be linked with both incomings and outgoings before the September 1st deadline. With that in mind, we've taken a look at a couple of the latest stories doing the rounds. Newcastle have identified Paris Saint-Germain striker Goncalo Ramos as a potential replacement for Liverpool-linked Alexander Isak, according to reports. Sky Sports report that the Magpies are showing an interest in the Portugal international, but are aware that it could be a difficult deal to do. That could be made more difficult with the player seemingly committing his future to PSG following the UEFA Super Cup win over Tottenham on Wednesday. It's great for Chevalier, it's great for Zabarnyi to see from the first match that we are here to win at PSG, he said. And me? I have the same outlook as always. I'm ready to be there when the team needs me. Liverpool saw off late interest from both Manchester United and Newcastle United to complete the signing of Parma defender Giovanni Leone. According to The Times, the Reds confirmed the £26 million transfer on Friday before the Premier League clash against AFC Bournemouth, where he was in attendance. The teenager has put pen to paper on a 6-year contract at Anfield. It's reported that Premier League clubs Newcastle and Man United showed a late interest in hijacking the deal, but Liverpool were able to get the transfer over the line. Liverpool seal Alexander Isak transfer as Newcastle suffer nightmare window with Yoane Wissa hijacked. Gary Neville admits truth about Red Smart transfer. Business in dramatic summer market twist. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Gary Neville makes admission he'd rather not about Liverpool transfer business. Liverpool have spent big this summer as they prepare to defend their Premier League crown, and Gary Neville admits the Reds have nailed the transfer window with their signings. Gary Neville has praised Liverpool's excellent business in the transfer market this summer. The reigning Premier League champions have spent in excess of £300 million to refresh Arne Slot's squad, with 8 new signings arriving and more expected to follow with just over a fortnight of the window remaining. Liverpool broke their club transfer record to sign attacking midfielder Florian Wirtz in a staggering $157.2 million, £116 million deal, while landing Hugo Ekitike for $107 million, £79 million, and fullbacks Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez for a combined $94.1 million, £69.5 million. The $35.2 million, £26 million. Signing of Giovanni Leone was announced before their opening Premier League clash against Bournemouth, leaving former Manchester United legend Neville impressed. To be fair to Jamie Carragher, he called it a long way through last season that Liverpool needed to sign players irrespective of whether they won the league or not, Neville said on Sky Sports. They've obviously lost players. 4 or 5 great players who've served them well over the last few years. They've had to bring new talent in. They're really measured. They don't panic. They've been really calm in the transfer market, and they seem to wait to get the right player and then really pounce this summer, with probably 1 or 2 more still to come. It's looking like excellent business on paper, with players with lots of years still in front of them as well. Liverpool has also welcomed goalkeepers Georgi Mamardashvili, Freddie Woodman and Armin Pexi, while there are still potential deals for Alexander Isak and Mark Gahey on the cards. Newcastle striker Isak is still on strike as he pushes for a move to Anfield. Toon boss Eddie Howe confirmed the 25-year-old would not be part of the squad for their opening clash against Aston Villa on Saturday. Liverpool has already seen a bid rejected by Newcastle, who are holding out for $203.2 million, £150 million, for their star man. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace captain Gahey is also keen to complete a switch to Liverpool before the transfer deadline on September 1st. Liverpool are in talks with Palace, who are reluctant to sell their skipper, but Gahey's contract is into its final year, which could force their hand. Liverpool want to secure Gahey's signature for a fee in the region of $40 to $47 million, £30 to $35 million, but Palace want closer to $54.20, £40 million. Liverpool's summer business, led by sporting director Richard Hughes, has also seen a number of big-name outgoings, which has boosted the club's finances. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Jarell Quansah, Tyler Morton and Caoimhin Kelleher were all sold for sizable fees. Trent Alexander-Arnold left Liverpool at the end of his contract, but the club still received $13.5 million, £10 million. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.